Here we are back along the, what state that is. Is that Maryland? It's the Delmarva Peninsula, I believe. Coming up on Jersey. That's Jersey in front of us. So we're direct to news. My good friend's flight that we're modifying, his plane's just landing in Miami now. He just got the clearance to land. We are back online and rolling along here. We're doing a selected mock right now, trying to sneak in under the radar and catch Sheed in Boston. Legendary controller. Let's see what we get here. But one of my, I hadn't flown. I'll tell you the story about this brother of mine. Just gonna send a link out to a couple people. So I hadn't flown since well before 9/11. Last time I flew, before I first flew JetBlue, was in 1998. So from 1998 to 2008, I didn't fly. And the first time I had been on, why didn't my wind go in there? Is that a bad uplink? No. So the first time I flew, we had just done I had just been involved, minor, but involved nonetheless in the Sully rescue. And I had never been on an Embraer, never been on an Airbus. I had mostly been my entire life on, oh, I can see Boston coming into sight. You know, mostly Embraer and Airbus, excuse me, mostly L-1011s, 757s, 767s, 727s, MD-80s. That's usually what I flew. And the first officer at the time was nice enough to you know, let me see the flight deck, let me check out the heads-up display on the Embraer 190. And you know, I remembered they had the leather jackets back then with the patches on them. I don't know if they still do or not, but they, you know, it was the hip airline, of course. Fast forward to 2012, when I moved back to Boston, started working on the tugboats. I find this random Facebook group about people complaining that the Chelsea Street Bridge goes up. And I see somebody post in there, and I wind up messaging the guy, and I'm like, hey, is that you? You know, and I sent him the picture that we took back in 2008, and sure enough it was. And now he's a dear friend of mine, very patient, answers almost all of my Airbus questions, all the technical stuff I know about this plane, you know, stuff in the box here, which, by the way, JetBlue uses a different box, right? I won't tell you what airline he's flying for now, but suffice it to say he is flying. You know, dear friend of mine. And 7 miles visibility in Boston, by the way, guys. Drizzling. 2973. So he was flying tonight, took off right over my head, and he's a very dear friend of mine, and always patient, always willing to answer questions. When one of our buddies here on the stream, one of the mods hub, when he got onto a flight one time, my dear friend set him up. I don't want to use his name or anything, but just an all-around great person. Like, invited me down to his son's graduation party and everything like that. That's the kind of guy he is. Always willing to answer questions. We trade back and forth pictures of, you know, I send him pictures of boats, he sends me pictures of planes. It works out well. If he didn't live so far, I'd probably try to catch a coffee with him more often. But right now we're cranking in here, trying to get into Boston. So we're gonna do a flap 3 landing tonight. Currently 220 at 15, gusting 24. So that's an add That's an add 5 to the V app. And I've been told by said friend that we need to add it manually. You can start seeing the system that's coming up here. It's off to the west. So let's start prepping for the approach. I'll show you guys the charts. Pop up the charts for you. And then I'm going to try to take a quick break before landing. So we're going to be flying in Roebuck 3, 22 left. Hopefully we'll still have some ATC. And then an ILS 22 left is in use, right? Yep. So we're all set up in the box for that. Step through the plan. Just need to grab the Boston ATIS on VATSIM. I'll do this. Do arrival auto update. Should get 1 now, and then 1 very shortly. So Boston information X-ray. 220 at 16. So they're not calling for the Gust. They haven't updated yet. 254 Zulu. Yeah, so this one's not updated yet, is it? Boston Real World is Yankee. This one was at 0315 Zulu. Right? Yep, Boston info is Yankee. So I'm also going to get the, so X-ray we have. Weather. There, I got Sheet on in the background as well. Or I had him on in the background. Let's see if we can catch him. He's supposed to stop at 11. He's got 20 minutes to go. If I'm right. He's got 9 minutes to go. We're not going to catch him. Alright guys, so I'm going to take a quick restroom break here. We'll come back, do an announcement for the passengers. Let's just check the weather. Actual weather 2972, I'm showing 73. And that was at 315 Zulu. So that was a special. So we're cranking along at Mach 0.81. I've never pushed this plane this fast, so if we hit some bumps, it's going to be ugly. So just wanted to get the stream going. I'll let you guys take a look at the coast as we come up. Atlantic City should be... There it is. Atlantic City's right there below us. I will be back in about 2 minutes. New York's probably calling me now. Back with you now, guys. You can see with it, we're climbing up the side of this system here. Let's see, did New York call? New York is gone. Boston approach is still on. So 347. Let's see if he goes offline. He's still there. Said he's hard stopping it in 5 minutes. Alright, so let's program the approach now. So we're gonna do confirm. Yes. Thought we already did this. ILQN's identified. So I want to try to get updated weather here in Boston if I can.
Confirm copy. Active to secondary.
Confirm. So Charlie 30 tonight, while he's doing that.
Cruise flight level is as shown. Optimum flight level is as shown. Recommended max flight level is as shown. Are you happy with our current selected flight level?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, there he is.
(915) radar contact 100 miles west of Kennedy. Maintain flight level 230.
Maintain flight level 230, American 915.
Boston Center, good evening. It's JetBlue 1520. We are 350. Correct news.
JetBlue 1520 Boston Center, good evening. Squawk 4724.
4724 coming down. JetBlue 1520. So I just idented for him. So it's giving him a flash on the
523,
screen.
clear direct Roebuck.
Clear direct Roebuck, Alaska 523.
JetBlue 1520, radar contact 70 miles southwest of News, cross News, data maintain, flight level 270.
Boston Center, November 1935 Tango, passing 6,000 for 14,000.
November 1935,
Made it just
Tango
under the
Boston
belt.
Center, hello, climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb maintain flight level 220 for 1935 Tango.
JetBlue 1520, cross News, data and maintain flight level 270.
Cross news at and maintain flight level 270 for JetBlue 1520. So I'm going to go slash 270. Insert that. And
Checked.
Our top of descent's probably coming up pretty quick here. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Please step away for about a minute.
Checked.
Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Sure.
Ready.
So it's going to be ILS Cat 1. Boston's on 0. It's 220 to 16, gusty 28, 2968. That altimeter is dropping like a rock. Alright, so our minimum is 1,700 feet.
That's 3029 back.
Flap 3 landing tonight. We're going to add
Thank you.
16, so we're going to add he's going to hand me off to approach early, I think. So we're going to get an update on that weather, so let's put this in. No, it's going to be 2968. 10. So this should give us an extra knot on the VV app, but we're going to put that in there ourselves. It should go to 140. Yeah. So we're actually going to put about, I'm going to put
Canada
140.
963, sure thing, cross Abbott.at and maintain 1000. Burlington altimeter 2948.
I'm going to put 140. Just to be on the safe side, I can always select the speed. So we're programmed up here. We got the QNH temp wind, which is probably going to change. We added to the VREF. Any questions?
No questions.
So we're going to go JBU1520, flap 3.
FedEx 3329,
Checked.
descend via the Robux 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 2972.
Descend via the Robux 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter for FedEx 3329.
Let me get the ECAM, JBU1520, flap 3. In. So manage the speed back. Try to grab new weather from Atsu here. Still 314. I don't know what act this guy's gonna do here, but keep 2972. Brake low. Now you can see the rest of the system all to the left here. Good evening, folks, from the flight deck. Your captain speaking. Just beginning our descent into the Boston area this evening. The arrival gate for us tonight is going to be Charlie 30, C30. Current weather in Boston, gusty winds from the south, 16 knots, gusting up to 24 at the moment. Temperature is actually 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And should have you on the ground just about 35 minutes or so. We gotta hook all the way around to land to the south. So we'll be just a few minutes. Beginning our initial descent. I'm gonna leave the seatbelt sign off for just a few more minutes here. And then I'm gonna crank it right back on. Could get some bumps on the way into Boston tonight. Hope you enjoyed the flight this evening, and we'll have you on the ground just as quick as we can. Thanks for flying with JetBlue.
FedEx 3329, contact Boston approach 133.0, good night.
133.0, thanks for ATC, FedEx 3329.
American 117, contact Boston approach 133.0, have a good night.
33.0, over to approach American 117 heavy.
Approach is dialed in at 1330. Off we go to the races. Hey Sky, what's up, buddy? Got a good one tonight. We're gonna do a flaps 3 landing. Quick flight. No, I cut off the stream earlier, D. So here's New York, covered in clouds. You can kind of see, so there's a little bit of New York City right there. We're going into Boston, my hometown.
Fox 523, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 out, the Boston altimeter 29668.
Descend via Roebuck 3, landing 22 left and
Flying into
296
Boston.
for Alaska
New
593.
controller.
American 915, you can also descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 out, the Boston altimeter 29668.
Descend via the Roebuck 3, runway 22 left and 2968 on the altimeter, American 915.
This one is 2968. Last I had was X-ray. Should be able to get the weather now. Should be updated. Yeah, here we go. 216 Gusty 28. So I'm getting terrible performance right now. Good frames. You know what? Miami never released that VRAM. So coming into Boston, Sky, and there's a big time hockey D. That's all right. We got about 20 minutes. We're gonna be in the descent here for a little bit. Flaps 3 tonight, D.
JBU 1520, when able to proceed direct to Roebuck.
Oh, I am very much so able. Direct Roebuck for JetBlue 1520. Now we're gonna get a honking tailwind. Looks like we got the updated ATIS now. We got that company message here. Alright, so we come down, take a look, see. And we're direct to Roebuck. Zulu. 220 and 16, Gusty and 28, and 2968, 22 left in use.
November 35 Tango, when able to proceed direct Calverton. That's Charlie, Charlie, Charlie.
Proceed direct Calverton for November 1935 Tango.
They usually give you this direct about 80 miles an hour. Oh, the big guy went off. Oh, the big guy's on here. Yes, they do indeed have the Bruins livery. They got New York Police, New York Fire, Red Sox, Bruins, New York Jets, blah. And I believe that's it for teams. Then you got Blue Requa, the Vacations Tales, which is like 3 or 4, and a couple others. So, information Zulu. I could crank this up to 320 and just cook right along, but we're about 100 pounds under what we were supposed to. We're only 100 pounds under our block, but remember we were going Mach 8.1 for a while. Showing 12.7 on the ground, but we have 30 minutes extra fuel tonight. Give you a quick look at the briefing while we're waiting to go down. Not that one.
Alaska 523, contact the Boston approach 133.0. Good night.
Show you the briefing real quick.
8030, have a good night, Alaska 523.
So we've taken some shortcuts here versus the route. I wish I could print screen that. I'll take a quick snapshot here.
American 915, say indicated airspeed.
And that is a big old system. That system I figured out
Sorry about
stretches
that.
all the way
American
from
915.
Say
New
airspeed.
Orleans, Louisiana, all the way out
Right
to the
now,
middle,
showing
the tail end of
315
it,
knots.
all the way out here.
American 915, reduce speed 290 or less.
Honking winds.
Resume the speeds on the arrival.
Reduce 290 or less and speed
So
on
he
the
just
arrival,
gave
American
us a
915.
direct to Roebuck. So we're coming up to Roebuck now. And then we'll get to approach right around Roebuck. And we'll land on 22 left. Let me show you the briefing for tonight. Really quick. So we're released with 28,600 pounds. Burning 15.4. Reserve was 3.5. Dispatch add was 4.3. So it's usually 15 minutes so that we land with a total of 1 hour fuel. That's a JetBlue rule. Okay? And then alternate, it put in Kennedy. We really don't want to go to Kennedy. We're going to go to Bradley. If all else goes wrong, we need to go to Bradley. That's what we'll do. We'll go into Bradley. So you can see we got
United 1471, open speed
45
direct
extra
Kiever.
minutes of dispatch add that we can play with before
Alright, direct
we need to land.
Kiever,
45 minutes with 1
United
hour's worth of fuel. So we get 30 minutes extra, right? Down here. Dispatch add 30 minutes for possible
You
holding,
are
missed
welcome.
approach due WEX. Bradley is alternate, marginally better terminal area forecast and wind on arrival. Bradley's still honking, but their visibility is a little bit better than New York. New York's starting to get hit.
American 915, reduce speed 250
So-
knots. Contact the Boston approach 133.0. Let them know you're going to be 250.
And again, we bumped up
250 knots and over to
bumped up the
133.0,
VF
American
tonight.
915, have a great night.
Thanks, sir. You too.
So we added about 7. Could probably add 10. We'll go back
Boston
in
Center,
if
good
we
evening.
have to.
P1 839, we're passing 11,600, 14,000.
If I clear that, this is 134.
P1 839, Boston Center. Good evening. Proceed direct Providence. Climb, maintain flight level 320.
Just proceed direct Providence, climb 320, P1 839.
So reverse question mark, pressurization.
P1 839. Let me know when you're picking up Kennedy.
Whiz,
Local P1 839.
auto brake. You can. I think I did that right. Did I do the reverse question mark right, DeBroan? Do you guys use that reverse question mark?
JetBlue 1520, descend via the Roebuck 3 arrival, runway 22 left, Boston altimeter 2968.
Descend via the Roebuck 3, runway 22 left, 2968 for JetBlue 1520. Thrust idle descent. Seat belts. So we're about 1,400 feet high on the path right now. We don't really need. She's gonna chase it a little bit, but since we have to slow to 260, I can always pull. She's gonna go down to about 3,500 and try to chase that. It's just something that Fifi does. The reverse question mark procedure. I know when you're coming in for landing, it's like pressurization, landing flap 3. It's like a reverse question mark. It's just like landing flap, pressurization, auto brake, ECAM status. I've asked this question. It's like it's an Airbus like procedure deal. Reverse question mark they call it. So now you can see we're booking downhill. Going right past us, so we're gonna pull it back here. Get her to slow down. She's gonna go sailing through the donut. Sometimes here I'll just do this, push for level, get her to slow down, and then I'll push managed again here in a second. It's a little Fifi trick. They'd probably shoot me if I did that on the real plane, right, D? And as you can see, the profile's getting away from us again. We're now 320 feet high. You can see there's haze and mist underneath us here. Downhill we go. Should be handing us off to approach here momentarily, presuming that approach stayed on. I believe approach and tower is still on. Boston approach, Boston tower, outstanding. And not Boston ground. switch this.
Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
Alright, there's that.
And Boston's going to be 1839.
It might be a JetBlue thing.
Divine 839, roger, when able, proceed direct Kennedy.
Stay when able, proceed direct Kennedy, P1 839.
Center 1582, 13,014.
Air Canada.
Yeah.
1582, Boston Center, good evening, climb, maintain 14,000. Turn left heading 300, then when able, proceed direct to Cambridge.
We'll turn 300, then we'll go direct to Cambridge, and 14,000 for now, Canada 1582.
Watch this altimeter drop. 2968. QNH 2968 set.
2973, set, passing 16,500.
JetBlue 1520, contact the Boston approach 133.0.
Now.
Have a good night.
Checked. 133 nothing approach for JetBlue 1520. Thanks for the service. We'll see you.
You're very welcome. Canada 1582, you got the climb up to 315, 2000.
Gusty 40, 17, 2005, turn.
Boston approach, good evening. It's JetBlue 1520 descending Roebuck 3, runway 22 left with Zulu.
JetBlue 1520, Boston approach, thanks for Zulu, the Boston altimeter 2968, ILS 22 left.
The ILS 22 left for JetBlue 1520. You got a wind check on the ground? Is it still 16 gusting 25?
JetBlue 1520, it is still gusting 16, gusting to 28.
28, thanks. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. DeBroen, you got to come up here and fly, bro. This is the best. That was the guy that the two guys that just controlled us. Let me get this check-in. Approach checklist.
Okay.
Approach checklist. Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Is checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrow ref.
2968 set.
2972, set, minimum.
216 feet set.
216 feet, set. Engine mode selector.
FedEx 3329, turn left heading 300.
Normal.
Left 000.
Approach checklist complete.
So the two guys that just handled us. One is he's in charge. He's a VATGov, and he's in charge of the center controller, the second center controller we talked to, the guy that just handed us off. That's Don DeFossi. He's VATGov 12, I think, for membership, and he's in charge of Boston Virtual ARTCC. And then the guy before that sheet, he's the one that does the marathon sessions online.
Alaska 523, descend and maintain 3000.
Canada 3000, Alaska 523.
Good grief, are we gonna make this? Still got a 69 knot push. 650 feet high, they consider 200. Book it here for a minute. Oh, we blew that
Alaska
one.
523, turn left heading 340, vectors to final.
Left 340, vectors to final, Alaska, please.
Boston departure, good evening. Challenger 1 Mike Juliet, 3,200, climbing 5,000.
November 1 Mike Juliet, Boston departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
Climb maintain 14,000, Challenger 1 Mike Juliet.
So I have not done a flap 3 landing ever.
FedEx 3329, turn left heading
in the
250,
20.
join the
I've done one
localizer.
in the 21 and it's not gone at all.
Left 250 for the
But
localizer,
now
FedEx
that they've
3329.
added some oomph. All right, Debrowan, we got the important question for you tonight, my man. VLS is 135. The wind is
FedEx
260 at
3329,
16,
2 miles
gusting
from
to
Wayne,
28.
maintain
What
2,000
do I
till
add?
established on the localizer, cleared ILS 22 left approach.
Maintain 2,000 till
And we gotta watch
established,
the landing lights, 'cause
left
that's my
approach,
favorite
FedEx
part.
3329.
Tier 816, contact Boston Center now, 134.7, good day.
Calling to 134.7, carry 16, thanks.
November 1 Mike Juliet, contact Boston Center now, 134.7, good day.
134.7, have a good night, Challenger 1 Mike Juliet.
There we go, wing.
American 117, welcome to Boston on Echo, cross runway 22 right,
landing.
taxi to the terminal
Oh, it's my
via
fault.
Echo.
I am sitting behind American 1020, not sure if I
So
can
D,
go
what do you
through
think
or
I
if I
should
need
add?
to go around.
260 at 16 with the gust of
American
an extra
117, I
12
don't
knots
see
on the
anybody on the
gust.
ground in front of you.
Alrighty, I'll just go
I
through
added-
117, thanks.
VLS is 135. I
Alaska
added
523,
7.
turn left heading 300.
Probably had 8.
Left 300, Alaska 523.
Let's try 130.
Alaska 523, descend maintain 2000.
Down to 2,000, Alaska 523.
Oh, good.
American 915, descend maintain 3000.
Set maintain 3,000, American 915.
FedEx 3329, the wind 22016, gust 28, runway 22 right, 22 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 22 left, FedEx 3329.
American 915, turn
It's
right,
close,
heading
figured,
360,
so you wait for
vectors to final.
the box will tell you how
Right
close it is.
360, American 915.
But normally at 2 or 3. So my buddy who flies in here all the time, he said to me that, normally they had this traffic out there at about 5 miles, 3,500 below. He said to me normally they would, can't see him. So he said, no, my God, look at that thing.
American
Amazing.
915, maintain 210 knots.
Maintain 210 knots, American 915.
But if they're using flap 3, they're already adding like 8 to 10 knots. And they actually told me pretty standard for a flap 3 on a 321. So we got it up here. We're landing flap 3. Out constraint assembly.
Alaska 523, 3 miles from Wayne, turn left heading 250, maintain 2000 till established on the localizer,
Jumping
cleared
field,
ILS
right?
22 left approach.
No, actually we're back up where we should have been.
250 and 2,000 till established, cleared ILS 22 left approach, Alaska 523.
So we got enough gas for about 3 shots on the approach before we gotta think about Bradley.
JetBlue 1520, descend and maintain 5000.
Down to 5,000 now, JetBlue 1520. That's where I'm going. That's normal. Yeah. That's the bottom of it. Weird. Now look at the set we have here. 65 knots on the cross.
Alaska 523, maintain 170 knots or greater till Vulcan.
170 or greater to Alaska 520.
I wonder if that's because I've deactivated Lauderdale. What are we doing on VRAM? 7.5, yeah. Something about Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. They just don't release the VRAM back to the system.
American 915, turn left heading 300.
Left 300, American 915.
So, India Lima, Quebec, November is identified. That's 22 left.
Alaska 523, wind 22016, gust 28, runway 22 left cleared to land.
22 left clear to land, Alaska 523.
FedEx 3329, welcome to Boston on Charlie, hold short 22 right and safe parking north or south cargo today.
Go north cargo and hold short 22 right, FedEx 3329.
FedEx 3329, cross runway 22 right on Charlie, taxi to the north cargo via Bravo, Zulu Alpha.
Oh no. Oh, it's just us on approach now.
Taxi to the cargo via Bravo, Zulu Alpha, cross 22 right and Echo FedEx 3329.
American 915, turn left heading 250, join the ILS 22 left localizer.
Left 250, join the localizer, American 915.
So I saw an A321 today. I took a screenshot of it.
JetBlue 1520, maintain present heading, descend and maintain 4,000.
Present heading, we're looking like 310 on the heading, 320 on the track, down to 4,000, JetBlue 1520. Activate approach phase, please.
Boston departure, this is Charlie Foxtrot, Hotel Yankee, IFR test, which 12.
Approach phase activated.
Thank you.
And Charlie Foxtrot Hotel India Yankee Boston approach cleared to the Charlie Yankee Zulu Tango Airport via the Highland 6 departure, then as filed, climb via the SID departure frequency 133.0, squawk 1362.
That's cleared to run over the Highland 6 departure.
Let's see, he's getting this guy's joining right now.
Departure 1360.
Speed outside.
Checked.
1362 for Charlie Yankee.
Charlie Foxtrot
Plenty
Hotel
of
India
temperature,
Yankee,
we don't
read back
need to put
correct,
the anti-ice
advise,
on.
ready for push.
Checked.
And you can expect runway 22 right for departure.
FM has Yankee.
American 915, 3 miles from Wayne, maintain 3,000 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 22 left approach, maintain 170 knots till Vulcan.
We literally have like a
3,000 till
almost
established for the ILS 22 left approach, and we'll maintain 170 till
track
Vulcan, American
offset.
915.
There's our track where we're going. We're going to go outside of Wayne. Our heading's 310, 54 knots.
JetBlue 1520, maintain 210 knots.
Back to 210 knots, JetBlue 1520. 210 blue.
Checked.
So now you watch here, the plane's going to start to pitch up. I don't know if you can see it on the outside.
Charlie Foxtrot Hotel India Yankee.
The plane's going to start pitching up, holding this altitude and slowing down.
Charlie Foxtrot Hotel
You'll
India
see the
Yankee,
plane
squawk
start
mode
pitching
Charlie.
up.
Checked.
So when
American
we get there,
915,
flap
wind
1.
22016, gust
Flaps
28.
1.
Speed checked.
Runway
Flaps
22
1.
left, clear to land. Number 2 following an E320 on short funnel.
Clear to land, 22 left, number 2, American
And she'll
915.
pitch back down now.
Charlie Foxtrot Hotel India Yankee,
She's gonna
runway
stabilize.
22 right, taxi via Echo, Bravo, November. Cross runway 15 right, hold short runway 15 left.
Alright, we're almost there.
That's to your right, taxi by Echo Bravo, November, cross 15 right.
This guy's gonna slam dunk me, isn't he?
JetBlue 1520, turn right, heading 360, descend and maintain 3000.
360 down to 3, JetBlue 1520. 360 blue, thrust signal open descent.
Checked.
You gotta watch, I find, especially DeBroen, you would know about this, but I find that I gotta watch the open descents once I get below about 220. Make sure it doesn't bleed off too much or take too much of a dive. Like this probably would have been a good spot for vertical speed.
Checked.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that.
JetBlue
Checked.
1520, turn left, heading 250, join the ILS 22 left localizer.
250 to join for JetBlue 1520. I'm gonna dial it back to 190 if that's alright.
JetBlue 1520, roger. Alaska 523, welcome to Boston, right turn on Papa Echo.
Checked.
Cross 22 right on Echo, and taxi to parking via Echo.
Flaps 2.
Echo, cross 22 right
Speed
on
check.
Echo and Echo to parking.
Flaps 2.
We clean and disinfect our planes.
X-35 parking cell tonight.
Please do your part by checking around your seat.
FedEx 3329, thanks, bye, have a great day.
Discard and hand them to us as we
Thank
pass
goodness
through the
that
cabin.
wind's pushing us like crazy tonight.
JetBlue 1520, 3 miles from Wayne, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Clear ILS 22 left approach and request for 190 knots was approved.
Yeah, 190 now. I can come bring it back whenever you're ready.
JetBlue 1520, maintain 170 knots, maintain 180 knots till focus.
180 to focus. Yeah, much better at 180 to get configured. All right, so at 3,000 till established, clear the ILS 22 left and 180 or better to focus for JetBlue 1520.
And JetBlue 1520, caution wake turbos on a heavy, following a 757 on short final. Wind 22016, gust 28, runway 22 left, clear to left.
Clear to land, 22 left, JetBlue 1520. So he's 7.5 in front of us. Loke. Here comes the glide. Glide star.
Checked.
Look at that, we're doing 144 knots over the ground. So I saw an A321 Neo today and I took a picture of it. He was doing 98 knots over the ground this morning at about this altitude. Alright, we're locked in, Cat 3 dual. Glide.
Checked. Checked.
2,500.
And Charlie Foxtrot Hotel, India Yankee, give way to the A320 on Echo.
Giving way to A320.
Scotty B! Alright, so we're into focus now. Oh, I never did. I can't do it now. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 3.
Speed checked. Flaps 3. Passing
American
final approach
915,
winds
welcome to Boston.
170
Continue on
feet.
Papa Echo, cross runway 22 right, and continue to the Bravo gates via
Landing
Echo.
checklist.
Cabin crew.
Papa Echo,
Advised.
cross 22 right,
Auto thrust.
Echo, American 915, good night.
Auto brake.
Low. Low.
Charlie Foxtrot Hotel India Yankee, Boston approach is closing. Monitor Boston Center
Here comes the
134.7.
Low. Blue.
Mark, thank you very much.
Blue. Blue.
JetBlue 1520, monitor Boston Center 134.7. Central aircraft on frequency Boston, approach is closed. Monitor Boston Center 134.7. Have a good day.
Travel for Charlie November 1935, check. Have a good night. 2.
1,000.
Blue. 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 Set and checked.
ECAM memo.
Landing, no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
316, when it will proceed direct base, C cross base, hit 8,000. The
Ooh, bad.
wide altimeter 2971.
Yeah, thanks.
direct
Indices.
AC, and we'll cross at 8,000, spirit wind 361.
Bob Center, Delta 1030A, flight level 310.
Carry 16, descend and maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000, carry 16.
Delta call on Boston Pacific all sign.
500.
Delta 1038.
Clear to land.
Checked.
1038 Boston Center, good evening to you. It's block 4712 and ident.
400.
Take off light, please.
4712 and ident, Delta 1038.
Land green.
$300 above.
100 above.
$200.
1038 Boston
Continue.
Center, radar contact 20 miles southwest of the Syracuse fuel house, flight level
100.
310. Welcome aboard.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard.
Spoilers.
Probably a minus
Reverse green.
300.
Decel.
No
knots.
braking.
Carried 16, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain 2,000.
Turn right heading 180 down to 2,000, carry 16.
Oof, taking a beating on the frames right now. I don't know why.
Charlie Foxtrot Hotel India Yankee, cross runway 15 left on November.
Crossing 15 left on November.
JetBlue 1520 vacated Pop Echo short 22. Right.
JetBlue 1520, welcome to Boston, cross runway 4 left and say the gate.
Charlie 30 for JetBlue 1520.
With 1520, right turn on Bravo, taxi the gate, this frequency. Have a great night.
Right Bravo to the gate. So it'd be Bravo Charlie.
Affirmative.
Bravo Charlie to the gate, JetBlue 1520. We're crossing 4 right. 4 left, 4 left.
I know what you meant.
The other 4. After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Foxtrot Hotel India
Disarmed.
Yankee, wind
APU.
22016, gust 28,
Start.
runway 22
Radar.
right, clear for takeoff.
Off.
Clear for
Predictive
takeoff,
wind shear
Hotel
system.
Yankee.
Off.
After landing checklist complete.
I don't know. It felt a little hard, D.
Kier
I'd say
816, that's the
270.
funniest looking 180 heading that I've ever
It's
seen.
funny. I can
but,
tell what it is
You're
without looking at it now.
3 miles from Waze, flight present.
Tell me
heading,
somebody's not on Charlie
maintain
30.
2000 total established, cleared ILS runway 24.
Tell me somebody's not on Charlie 30. Somebody's on Charlie.
My
30.
bad on that heading. I think the ILS took over and I stopped paying
1, 2,
attention.
3.
But maintaining
30.
present
Somebody's on
heading.
Charlie 30.
Can you repeat
Get this
again?
guy out of my
Line,
way.
Please carry 16.
I'm going to give you no clearance because for some reason you turn. Actually, I can't even give you a clearance anymore. You're turning to the west. You're turning to the northwest. Carry 16. Cancel the approach clearance. Turn right. Right turn heading 060. Maintain 3000.
Maybe he's not on C30.
Right turn 060. Hold 3000. Apologies again. Carry 16.
No problem. Carry 16. And if you're looking, I can give you the visual if you want it. If you're looking for the ILS, we'll just swing you around again.
I'll swing around for the ILS again. I'd like to practice. Carry 16.
Getting hosed on frames right now. I deactivated Fort
Carry
Lauderdale.
16. Turn right heading 040.
Yeah,
Turning
they
right
never released that feedback.
040. Carry 16.
Taxi light off, please.
1038. Proceed
Taxi light
direct
off,
base.
please.
Cross base hit 8000. The LaGuardia altimeter 2971.
Direct base cross base at 8,000, LaGuardia altimeter 2971, Delta 1038. Center at 1582, radio check.
Loud and clear.
Alright, I think they found a problem. Our server was set up to Singapore, so I guess we decided to do a little hop over there.
That's a long trip. Unless, of course, you live in Singapore, then it's not so bad.
No, we live in beautiful Winnipeg, so yeah, that's that. Minus 34 right now over here.
There you go. Charlie Golf Romeo Juliet Zulu cross the crank intersection at 7,000. The Newark altimeter is 2970.
Crank intersection at 7,000, Romeo Juliet.
Charlie Foxtrot Hotel India Yankee Box.
Oh, look at that park
Radar
jump.
contact
Oh, a little bit
3,000.
short.
Climb maintain flight level 240 when able proceed direct. Wago.
All right, now the moment of truth, right? Everybody wants to see this. The real airline pilot in the room says it was a nice landing, so I'm going to take that. I know it was. Let's do the flow here.
KMIA-16, turn right heading 180.
Umps.
Turn right heading 180. Carry 16.
Jetway. There we go. Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Nav logo on.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and shocks.
On and in.
Parking checklist complete.
How do we do on the brakes?
Thank you very much, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Turn that down. Focus on this. Oh yeah, a little bit hot. A little bit hot. Let's get the old Breakarooski fan on there. I kind of jammed it for Papa. I could have kept coming for Echo. Yeah, I know.
Thank you very much, goodbye.
They temped up, didn't they? Not too bad. Alright, let's take a look. So let's file first with Virtual Blue. I'm guessing minus 275. Any guesses? Before I go do this, any guesses? Before I scroll up? In the chat, any guesses? No, nobody's guessing. They're just saying nice landing. I'm guessing 275. Ooh, 359.
16, you're 7 miles from Waves.
Probably should have been about 7 on the pitch.
Maintain
Ouch.
2,000, full established, cleared ILS, runway
Ouch, ouch,
24.
ouch. Firm.
2,000 till established.
Not hard, but firm.
24 approach carry 16.
I just felt like I wasn't in front of the airplane on that approach. Yeah, 369, buddy. Feel like I was not in front of it. I gotta add these screens real quick, guys. Just bear with me. I got some great screenshots in Miami I want to send to my buddy. Let's see, coming out of my I took more screenshots than that, but apparently not. Server's down, huh? Back to Boston. Nothing's working here, huh? Alright, screenshot service broken. Alright, so statistics. So, here we go with the, so minus 357, right? But 1.78, so it was a bit of a thump. It was a bit of a thump. We were we on the runway? We were actually shy. Yeah, you see, I felt like my sync rate was too much. I feel like I should have had more speed on. I'll take that for my first flaps 3 landing in a 320. I will take that. And it's a wingtip fence. We've been flying the sharklets a lot, so I'm gonna accept that one. I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna accept it. And let's see what the approach report says. Go over that. 2-2 left. Oopsie. 3 hours and 1 minute. Alright, here we go. So, met, stable. Firm landing. 147. I was looking for you know, we're right in between there. Pitch was 6. It always says, now, everybody saw that landing. I was bang on centerline. There's something wrong with the approach report for 2-2 left. If you're on centerline, it says that you're 16 feet from the centerline. I don't get it. So we landed early. We weren't that far right, I know that. But, you know, here's the auto, you know, we break out of the clouds here. Autopilot's coming off. And then you see the fight towards the end. And then you can see the mad pull here. Yeah, see, we were low. We were pretty much low the whole time. It wasn't my best approach. I felt like I never got set with that flap 3. Like, I felt like, I don't know if I needed more speed, more power. Maybe I should have used manual. Not a very good flare. Like this command here probably should have been up to here. But pretty much right on the aiming point. And you can see the power came down. Yeah, you don't want that. You want this to be like, this X right here, you want it to be like right here. Right? So I would say probably like right there. Right? 100 to 200. So not entirely happy. Obviously a nasty night to be fighting. But let's go up the tower and see what's going on. Nasty night to be fighting everything. I'm surprised. I'll watch that one back. I felt like it never trimmed right either. Like I felt like I was just feeding backstick into it the whole time. I probably should have yanked it and got set a little better. You live, you learn. Maybe I'll do some pattern. Maybe I'll do a pattern day where we just transfer between flap 2, flap 3 landings, manual and auto thrust. I did that one time in Kennedy with the wingtip fence after I had flown the sharklet for like 6 months straight, and then, you know, I did about, I don't know, 6 landings into Kennedy 2-2 left. I think the wind was, I don't know, 180 at like 10. You know, so a little bit of, you know, just a little bit of wind, enough wind, and not straight down the pike, a little bit of a crosswind. And came in, did about half a dozen landings, like three with manual thrust, 3 with auto thrust, and then I did 1 flap 3, I think, 1, and it didn't go. It was the worst one of the bunch. So definitely gotta practice. I will defer to DeBroan on procedures and what to do. He says he doesn't usually do flap 3 in the 320, but my buddies are saying they might. Well, my buddy's gonna get here in 3 hours, and the TAF for Boston is like, in 3 hours the TAF does not look good. I don't know if we can get the TAF on Volanta. That'd be nice, but let's look for the TAF here. So he's getting in around 5-6 Zulu. Yeah, it's 17 to 35 and wind shear. We got lucky. We didn't get as much. We did get a little bit of shear, but it's, I mean, 50 knots. You're gonna lose 15. You know, lose or gain 10 or 15 knots there. Even 20. So it's gonna be, that's the time they're getting in. Well, yeah, actually, excuse me, they'll be getting in at 7 Zulu. So same conditions. It's about to get worse, and then really it's nasty through pretty much 14 Zulu. Then there's worse on the East Coast. It's pretty much just nasty the whole day, right into Saturday. But at any rate, I digress. Scotty V, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming. DeBroan, thanks for coming. Sky, hope you got to see the landing, bud. The replay will be online after. From Boston Logan International, Charlie 30. Everyone have a very good night, and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow.